Between 2003 and 2014, opioid-related deaths more than tripled here in Wisconsin. In 2016, Governor Walker created an opioid task force to help solve that growing problem. Newswatch 12's Dakota Sherrick was at the Governor Task Force meeting in Wausau earlier today. She joins us in the studio with more details. Dakota, good evening.
Lane, the task force partnered with a research group to help pinpoint some ways the state could fight against opioid abuse. Today, after months of research and work, the findings were presented and recommendations were made.
Well, today was a little bit different.
Different because the governor's task force on opioid abuse heard a full report from the Pew Charitable Trust.
Wisconsin's very fortunate. Pew recognized the good work that's being done in Wisconsin to combat opioid abuse.
Pew is a nonprofit, nonpartisan research organization that tries to find solutions to pressing public policy concerns.
Wisconsin has already done so much to address the opioid epidemic in this state. And so to be invited into the state here to help the state leverage the success that they've already had has been a wonderful opportunity.
And Pew's main concern
is to get more people into a treatment.
Some of the recommendations were new and were different.
One of those recommendations was to create a statewide website where someone could find all their treatment needs.
Basically, you would plug in your needs to a system, and that system would produce your options for treatment, for where a bed may be to detox or do long-term treatment.
The hope is that such a website would simplify things.
Right now, people are at a loss with a whole bunch of phone numbers or trying to Google the best place.
The task force unanimously accepted all of Pew's recommendations.
This just shows that there's broad range of support for these initiatives.
But there is still a lot of work ahead.
The next step is implementation, whether that be a governor's executive order on dealing with some of them or legislative action, in other words, bills that will have to be developed to move those forward.
Carrying out those recommendations is something the task force would like to see happen sooner rather than later.
I would like to see this done as quickly as possible because in the meantime, people need treatment. In the meantime, more people need education so that they don't ever start.
Nygren says he hopes to have some of the recommendations carried out through legislation by this spring. Lane?
It can't happen soon enough, that's for sure. Dakota, thank you very much.